What's up, y'all? So I'm gonna do a follow-up video to the last video I did because I really feel like it was a short video, kind of hard to touch a lot of different points in such a short video. So in this video, I'm gonna really touch on like 5 key elements that make up real alpha male leadership and makes an alpha king in relation to like the king and the queen on the chessboard. All right. So like the first one, the king has vision. The queen is there to help him multiply that vision. So the queen is there to help him execute the vision and multiply. Essentially why the queen is very capable of moving like so many other pieces, and mainly because with the king having the vision, he's empowered the queen and counseled her to the point where she's able to move like all the other pieces. So her ability and capacity to do more than any other pieces is because of alpha leadership council. Point two, the king as an alpha male leader not only empowers his queen but also empowers his regime. So like I said, the king is at a point to where he's acquired the level of wisdom to run his empire. He not only empowers his queen, but he empowers his regime. He empowers his regime with what they need to know, but his closest confidant is the queen, so of course she gets more counsel, and that's what makes her more capable. Number three, the king knows that the woman he chooses, his queen, is his biggest asset or his most costly destruction. And what that means is relating the game of chess to life. When a man chooses the woman by his side, it's either gonna be his biggest asset or his most costly investment, meaning it could cost him destruction depending on who he chooses. So every man should be patient in choosing who he marries, who he partnerships with, and those things, because like it really is going to dictate like your experience and your effectiveness out in this world by who you have by your side. So if you don't have someone who's capable of listening and or somebody you can even communicate with, to where you guys can share even opposing thoughts and come to some type of like balance, or what do you call that? Forgot the word, but some level of balance together. So it's very important that you choose a woman that is not so headstrong to where she can't listen to you as a person that knows, like, say this is chess and life, the art of war, that's experiencing the art of war and experiencing in the game. So like it's very important by the mindset of the woman that you have next to you, not just how attractive she is, but her mindset, her emotional capacity, all of those things. Like I think a lot of men miss out on looking at all these other components that make up a woman because they're so driven by their primal desire to physically get with a woman, and once they get with that woman, like you see a lot of men go for the trophy wife, and of course she's attractive, but does she carry other qualities that can help you sustain and perform at a high level? You know what I'm saying? And win the game. And when I say the game, the chessboard, the game of life, it's like moving through this matrix and trying to make sure that you're in some level of flow. And you got to have a certain dynamic in your relationship, especially a partnership between man and woman, to have that effective when you partner on those levels. Number four, when the war is on, the king wants his woman to be his most feared opponent, his most feared component. So in case he's not available, she can meet his intensity, if not exceed it. So what that means is like it goes back to empowering the person that you with. Like in the world of business, say for instance that you got a lot of different things going on. You probably running a few different ventures. If you don't have like if your woman is not able to show up and bring that same level of intensity as you when you're gone, things could be on a decline because people think they can let up, think they since you're not there, it's time to play, or they can get over. But if she has that same intensity in you, or even more, they'd be like, oh my God, we just want her to disappear, and we just want the king, we just want we just want him back. So your woman is supposed to have like carry, like this is what I'm saying, like supposed to carry like that same level of intensity. Like men are like on this level where they think like I don't want my woman to talk and she just needs to be like this. Brother, like as a unit, to create a more powerful unit, you want your woman to show up with that same level of intensity that you do, if not more. Because you guys are a unit, and when it comes to like dominating the game and high levels, the person you with needs to be an asset, straight up. And that was number 4. And number 5, true alpha kings can still win the game without the queen. So true alpha male leadership, true alpha male king can still win the game without the woman. And if you're relating it to chess, some people can't play without a queen. They once they lose their queen, they get distracted and they just go downhill because they still thinking about what they lost. But a true alpha king is gonna be able to still win the game. And what that means is, just because he doesn't have a woman by his side, like most men, I gotta get with a woman and then I could take care of this and do this. Brother, you really should be more effective learn to be more effective without the woman. And when you get the woman, like I said, women multiply things. Then, then things are compounded. But in the case where there's no queen, you don't have no woman, it doesn't supposed to make you less effective. It's just a reflection of your level of leadership. Because a real alpha king is just going to employ more trust in the pieces that are less capable, and that means he's gonna have to find a way to provide some expert counsel on the pieces that he does have, like all the other pieces on the board. And the only reason they're less capable is because he hasn't spent as much time counseling those pieces as he has the woman by his side. So he's just going to have to employ a different level of leadership strategy. So, so these are 5 key elements that really make up true alpha male king leadership. You know what I'm saying? And chess is a really good way to examine and how you moving in the real world. You know what I mean? And when it comes to being like this thing where we say high value man, it's one thing to look like a high value man, it's another thing to actually be high value. And when I could talk about empowering a woman, you got to actually be high value and have value to be able to empower her. A lot of men are fearful of empowering a woman because they don't want them women to become greater. Bro, it's a lot of things that men can offer a woman, but it's what's very rare that she runs into a man that offers her knowledge. And you sharing your knowledge is you giving her a level of trust. You know what I'm saying? It takes trust. It takes giving trust to build trust. And she's gonna take that as a sign of like, man, you really invest in me. You really care about me. You really care about my well-being. You know what I mean? Like, and even like, don't be so scared. Like, if I empower her, she's gonna leave me. Well, you just help the woman to live better, and she hopefully will go out in the world and not go be savage on some guys out here with the knowledge you gave her. You know what I'm saying? So it's because you with somebody don't always mean you're gonna be with them. Some things, things are like nature. Sometimes you grow apart. Respect the game. Respect the game. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be, I'm gonna own you and I'm gonna own you forever. If it flows that way, it goes that way, great. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't, respect the game, man. And another thing, you know, outside of the whole queen element and empowering your queen, before a man should even be even thinking about getting to those type of things, a man should have a personal goal or vision for his life. You know, because like, what are you gonna do with a woman if you don't have any vision for her life? I mean, honestly, she's gonna end up taking up the vision. She's gonna end up creating a vision for you guys' life. So you having her already take on masculine tasks. When a woman takes on masculine tasks, that pulls her away from her feminine energy. So then you're gonna be mad, like, why are you not so sweet? And this sweet little angel used to be, brother. You giving her masculine tasks. Like, she wants to trust that you gonna come up, have a plan. She wants to trust that you're gonna have a vision. You know what I'm saying? And she'll help you multiply that, man. Like, it's time for dudes to really stand up and get back to being like, get back to this thing we call masculinity. You know what I'm saying? And stop yelling how terrible women are, man. Just become better leaders, man. That's it. That's all to it. And with that said, that's all I got to say today. Out.